This is Garrison Comstock. I'm here back with your April market update here in the South Bay and Los Angeles and generally the nation, depending on what you want to look at. But we've got some local statistics for you for the South Bay. Let's take a look, share my screen here with you. And these are the stats for March. April housing update, looking at the stats from March. We know that these numbers, closed and pending and new, were down in December and January and February. However, we had a lot of new listings last month, 521 compared to what we had closed and pending. So the question was, how would that look? Would this month's supply go up? Well, it hasn't. As you can see, we even had 700 new listings this month. However, the month supply is still at 1.5. So we're still gobbling up listings faster than we can put them on the market. I mean, it's like a bathtub where the drain is moving significantly faster than the faucet putting water in. So you've got these new listings have already gone either closed or pending, and these new listings, we will see larger numbers probably here next month. Median days on market is 8. Half the amount of listings that come onto the market in the South Bay sell in less than 8 days, and the percentage list price is 101%. I mean, really 102%. Year-over-year metrics. The key things to look at is showings are up. Obviously, in March last year, the showings were down because the second half of March, we were all in lockdown. So we didn't really know whether we were allowed to show anymore. We weren't considered essential, us realtors at that point because it had just started. And then existing home inventory is down this year, 52%. Mortgage rates have gone up here in the past month or so. Don't worry, historically, they're still low. December 2019, we were at 4. That was historically low, but they're not 2.5 anymore. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if they're coming back. I hope they are. But in general, as you can see, 3 to 3.4% remains extremely affordable by historical standards. It is. The 3% interest rate is crazy. Ask your parents what interest rate they paid in the 80s. It's significantly higher than 3%. Year-over-year change in listings. We've had low amount of new listings every month for a long time, except for like December of last year. But then this year it's been extreme, very extreme. So that's why we're down on listings. Here's housing inventory nationwide. Year-over-year change in housing inventory, 41.3% down in California. But if you look at this graph, you can tell nationwide, this is what's happening. Part of the reason of that is because we don't have new builds. Nationwide since 2009, probably, 2010, 11, 12 here, most likely. We are significantly below the average annual units completed historically. So as you can see, leading up to the Great Recession, leading up to the 28 housing crash, we had crazy amounts of units being completed, as well as record numbers of sales, as well as record numbers of refinances, because folks were buying homes they couldn't afford, taking money out, buying more homes. And it was just like, hey, you want some money? Yeah, sure. If you've ever tried to buy a house in the last 10 years, it's not the way it is anymore. You have to jump through a million hoops in order to purchase one. And everybody has tons of equity. So I saw a headline the other day that we pulled out the most equity in 2020 that we have since 2006. That's true. But take a look at this graph. It's really not anywhere near the amount of equity in billions, 321 billion, 153 billion. It's really nowhere near the amount that we pulled out in 2006. And this is why we have no inventory. Because last year, the stat was 42% of homeowners nationwide own their home free and clear. This year, the stat is 38% of homeowners nationwide own their home free and clear. If folks had trouble during the pandemic, if they needed a little bit of money to stem the tide, everybody's been so conservative that they had so much equity, not refinancing over the last 10 years, that they could pull some out. Take the $400,000 they owe on $1 million property and turn it into $600,000 owed, but keep the payment the same because interest rates were so low, and take that extra $200,000 and put it in their pocket. And therefore you do that a bunch of times and you have 153 billion of equity. But I would imagine that this amount right here, that is folks just pulling a little bit of money out to stem the tide. tappable equity. So in addition to taking out the most money that we have taken out in a long time last year, in addition to taking out all that money, we still have the most equity available in the history of real estate. That's how much equity we had going into last year. The amount available for homeowners to access before hitting a maximum 80-20. So we've got a lot of money available still. The reason I say that is because folks, many homeowners and especially buyers talk to me and ask me about forbearance properties because they see the headlines, oh, forbearance is coming. There's 325,000 homes potentially in trouble from forbearance. Well, we have so little inventory right now that even if every single one of those homes came to market, we still wouldn't match the amount of properties that we had in inventory the past 5 years in January. And to put that into more perspective, here's a quote from the National Association of Realtors, but down here at the bottom is the important part. To get back to a healthy supply level equivalent to 6 months of monthly demand, I say 4 to 6 months is healthy. Over 6 months is a buyer's market. An additional 2.7 million homes should be on the market for sale. 2.7 million additional. So 325,000 homes in trouble, but we need 2.7 million additional, even just to make a dent, to satisfy the current demand, because the demand is so high. So that is your April housing market update, especially here for the South Bay. Those numbers in the beginning, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Hey, thank you so much for watching my video and on this channel. If you're on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more videos like this and more videos that are South Bay specific on Redondo Beach and the rest of the South Bay. Also, you can find me at Sold by Garrison on both Facebook and Instagram. You can also email me at garrison@soldbygarrison.com. I look forward to speaking with you in the future. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.